Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Now it's Puskas.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ferdinand turns back here, probably the best option. Now Modric. Eder Militao. Hakimi. And it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Pele. And here's the chance to counter. That's Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Threads one in. Oh, look at the space here. Backward it goes. Plenty to aim at here. And he's certainly onside here. Argentina with the corner. They're first. Messi goes short. He's in a great position here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cruyff touches it back.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Vieira. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Puskas.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Ball swung in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Cruyff. Vieira. And it's Cruyff. And he's forced to go back. Now Cruyff. Cannavaro. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Modric. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. This looks promising. Climbs up big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Rooney is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Nesta. And it's Messi. It's Cruyff. Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Hakimi. And it's Rooney. Tries to pass it through. Stood up well to him there. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Looking to play him in, and he's onside. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And this is Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's run loose here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the pass is intercepted. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Argentina leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Ah, that's a fine interception. Puskas, and they can counter here. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. And here's Rooney. And it's Hakimi. Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Cruyff. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the left it goes. Cross goes in there.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little...
And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Argentina leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Argentina really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Puskas. And it's Vieira. And here's Messi. Argentina looking to pass their way through. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Looking for options for movement. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's in plenty of space here. Grimaldo. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. Vieira. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Modric. The message is clear. None shall pass.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And Puskas! They've done it! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. And yes, it's him again. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim, we both wish you a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrará la información de cómo salir del estadio.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer.
Real chance! Goal, Milan! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pelé. And this is Puskas. Can he finish? They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, that was vital. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Puskás. It's a really well-measured ball. Puskás, great vision. It's a promising position. Oh, what a mistake! And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard. Bellingham. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Good ball, good take. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, this looks sharp. Knocks it into space. Oh, well measured. Lovely. And the shot! Goal! Argentina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Bellingham. Delivers the ball. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to...
Header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. This is Dembele. Dembele! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Gives it back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Look at the space. Goes for a shot! Oh, what has happened here? Maldini can get it clear. Puskás.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking for options for movement. Vieira. He's onside. Hangs in across. Defending of the desperate variety. It's not an especially good pass, that. Searching pass he's played there. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Puskás. And that's been won straight back. Oh, that's superb. And Puskás! That was superb goalkeeping.
Puskás clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi plays it short. Shin to shin. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Señoras y señores, en la entrada principal del estadio pueden comprar souvenirs de este partido. Cambio en Argentina.
And the second half gets underway.
Lo reemplazará.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Argentina different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Pelé.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Puskás, who does have an assist to his name. Well, that pass isn't the best. Yeah.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
In with the challenge. Oh, good-looking ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yaya Touré. Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bellingham. Rivaldo. And he was quick to react. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pelé. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, played right into his path. Can he finish? Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ronaldinho. That's beautifully weighted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Nedved, steaming on goal. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. And here's Bale. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Nedved. Oh, look at the space here. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Oh, the keepers these days have done their homework. Goal! Milan! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment.
And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that was nowhere near his best. Ronaldinho. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Argentina are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Cruyff, over to the left. Platini. Yaya Toure.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Shapes to shoot!
Se van a jugar 2 minutos
He's
de
done very well to
compensación.
get to that.
Doku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's been taken short. Bale going full tilt down the left. Time added on will be 2 minutes. So that's it. It is all over. Argentina played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles, and his ball carrying and dribbling skills are top drawer. I think he'd be the first to admit that his finishing needs a little work, but he's a big player in this team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff. And here's Messi. Now it's Pelé. A lot of space ahead of him. That's a corner kick. Argentina with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. Oh, super find. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Aims beyond the defence. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Bale. Threads one in. Oh, played through for the wide man. He rises! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Argentina yet to have an attempt on goal. Cruyff. Argentina finding their passes. Tries a measured ball. Oh, well played. Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And Caicedo. And he goes cross-field.
Well spotted.
Rijkaard. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Gerrard. Played out towards the right wing. Caicedo's cross. Dida claims it. Safe hands. Vieira. Nicely spread. Ball played for Nesta. Puskas. Now it's Pelé. Puskas. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Caicedo. Here's Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bale. And Caicedo. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Messi. Puskas just eases him off the ball. Gerrard. And they can counter here. And it's Messi. Vieira. And he was alert to it. Ronaldo might just make this. Otto. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. Quality ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's Pele! And it's Bale. Rijkaard. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Van Basten! Van Basten! Scorching strike!
Oh, it was a brilliant way to more or less bring this first half to a close, and you can only applaud such a fabulous goal to separate these two teams, and from a player we should never really doubt.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smashed.
Chance! Vieira. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bale picks it up out wide. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Bergobi. Caicedo. Fired deep. Terrific header! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Cruyff. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Otto does really well to win the ball there. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Cruyff. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he thumps it clear.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18. Número 11. Número 10.
And that's been intercepted.
Messi.
That's great positioning.
Número
So
14.
good from him.
Entran.
It's
número
a searching
5,
pass.
Número 21.
And
número
that's the end of
7,
that. It all started
número
well
22.
enough.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Now it's Doku.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
That'll be a throw-in. Vieira. Argentina do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. No, he's just misjudged that one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bale. Rijkaard. And it's Zico. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Vieira. Good read, needed to be. And now the breakaway. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's beautiful. And Hullet! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rijkaard. Nesta. It's Ferdinand. Caicedo. And it's Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide.
Eintracht Frankfurt surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Doku in acres of space out wide. That's good play. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is just caressing the ball.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Zico. Bale puts them all in.
Eintracht Frankfurt have turned...
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has put paid to that. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Rafael Leao, Ronaldinho, shot a goal! And it's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged to shoot. Big header! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Odo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim. And Puskas! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Argentina given another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. Oh, that's nice. And now they can spring out of defence. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rodri. Salah. Rodri. Bonucci. Good ball, good chance, surely!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Argentina have got it back and they'll have another go. Pelé. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Rodri. Yaya Toure. Aims beyond the defence. Plays it, and a shot! He's scored! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Iniesta. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Ronaldinho, just eases him off the ball. And it's Ronaldinho. It's a promising run he's making on the right, and he's managed to get free. Rodri conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that is out of play. Ronaldinho. Strong running down that left flank. Ronaldinho plays it in. Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. Here's Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Puskas touches it back. And it's Vieira. That has been slung wide. And it's Cruyff. Bonucci. Iniesta. Promising position. Iniesta. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Pelé. Cruyff. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very close.
Shoots! Oh, taken with style! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Argentina grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Messi. Vieira. Ball played for Nesta. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Salah bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to pass it through. Odo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Always onto this. Puskás is flagged offside. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for the run. Ronaldo gets flagged offside. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far.
He's having a shot! Ronaldinho.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pelé going face-to-face with shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Cruyff. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Messi. And he's picked out the run. Pelé. It's a mighty effort! He's delivered all right!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Cambio en Argentina. número 27.
Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Número 15.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Argentina get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Messi. Rodri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Threads one in, and this is Mohamed Salah. Up he goes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Melbourne City have their second corner now. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vieira played out towards the right wing. He's got away.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
He's played it back, and it's lofted through here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's a good-looking delivery.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Mohamed Salah did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Pele looking understandably energised after his goal. That ball looks a good one. And it's Otto. Picked out brilliantly, Pele. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has not gone well. Engages and forces him off the ball. Iniesta. Messi. Quality ball. 75 minutes played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to cross. And it's Yaya Toure. That's a cute ball. Thinks about the shots. Chance for a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Cambio en Argentina. Número
So,
18.
third corner of the game.
Número 11. Número 14. Número 10. Messi. Entran número 97. Número 21. Número 25. Número 7. Se está
Dealt with
realizando
nicely
el
by
cambio.
the defence. Ferdinand. He's had a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Caceres. Looking to play him in. Thuram gets across to intercept that. De Bruyne is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Here's Yamal. And it's Cruyff. And this is De Bruyne. Incoming delivery. And that's the keeper's ball.
Melbourne City really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Argentina close now to seeing this one through to the end. Giroud. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Doku quietly revving up. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Oh, right place, right time. And there goes the final whistle. Argentina have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chance for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Puskas really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Out towards the flank. Bale, played in deep. He gets big. Oh, crossbar! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Seedorf. And it's Figo. Cruyff. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. And this is Cruyff. Pelé. Shot a goal! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, and that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Messi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. And here's the chance to counter. Lahm hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Puskas. Messi. Puskas. Great chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented.
Terrific header! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Vieira. Knocks it into space. Has crossed into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time. Oh, what a goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now, can they get him away? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gullit gets into a good position. 30 minutes gone. He's on it, can he get away? Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it, and it's Bellingham. And here's Gullit. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bellingham. That's a sharp pass. Oh, super find. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Puskas. Otto. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Puskas. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Mbappe. Here's Vieira, distributed tidily. Now it's Ronaldinho, showing good feet. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Roberto Carlos. And here's Bellingham. Bullets. It's anyone's ball now. Cruyff. And the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. They're urging him to... Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Cruyff gets good distance on it. Vieira. Mbappe. Cruyff. Vieira. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, great feet, that.
He's found a way through. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Argentina really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And it's Cruyff. And this is Puskas. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's heaved it away. Odo. Vieira. That is good alertness. Now it's Hullet. Vieira. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Showing great feet there. Oh, that's neat. Can he get it through?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Argentina. Número 18.
So, time for changes
Número
on
11.
both sides, actually.
Número 27. Número 10. Messi. Número
That's
14.
very disappointing, it has to be said.
Entran número 97. Número
Ernest.
21. Número 5.
Rafael Leao.
Número 7.
Oh, easy
Número
pickings
22.
there.
Se está
Oh, that's
realizando
really good play on the
cambio.
right. He's driving forward. Great work on the overlap. And it's Messi. Rafael Leao. Doku picks it up out wide.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Rafael Leao. Aubameyang. It's a pretty loose pass. Lam. And it's Lam. That's Vieira. Played into space out wide. Bale. Oh, super ball. Now there's the shot. They've done it. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he
Shot! Goal! Maldini. Offside again. Oh, he's given... And Aubameyang! And somehow he managed to miss it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just 1 down as opposed to 2.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale. Short changes him with that pass. And this is Bale. Leicester did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Danger averted for now. And they're quick to get it back. Rijkaard. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Pass is just off target. Ernest. Tries to play it through. Oh, they could be caught out. Aubameyang! He scores! And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Argentina give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure?
Oh, what has happened here? This could be their final throw of the dice.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
And it's been taken short. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Argentina definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.